All right, so we're diving into ibnarabi.com today. It's this really incredible website, and it's all about the works of Muhyiddin ibn al-Arabi, this mystic philosopher. And this deep dive, well, think of it as your guide to this huge collection of resources on the site. Basically, we want to give you a clear picture of what you can find there and what might be especially interesting to, someone like you.
You know, what's really cool about this website is it aims to be like the central resource for all things Ibn al-Arabi. It makes his teachings, which can be pretty complex, accessible in different formats. So you've got physical books, ebooks,
Oh, nice.
and this is really key. It's available in Arabic, English, and Urdu. So right away, you can see they're trying to reach a wide audience.
Absolutely. I mean, it's amazing to have those translations, right?
Yeah, it really opens it up.
For sure, for sure. Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay, yeah.
The Ibn al-Arabi Foundation. They're like the big players here. They publish a lot of these works. And they have this new Urdu translation of al-Futuhat al-Makkiyah, or the Meccan Revelations in English.
Right. Huge work.
Massive, over 500 chapters. It covers his spiritual journey, theology, metaphysics, mysticism. I mean, talk about an encyclopedia of mystical thought.
Oh, yeah. Al-Futuhat al-Makkiyah is absolutely monumental. And this Urdu translation, well, that just opens it up to so many more people. Ibn al-Arabi goes deep into concepts like the unity of being, the idea that everything is ultimately manifestation of the divine.
Wow. Yeah.
The foundation also publishes other key titles, like Kash al-Mana. It explores the secrets of divine names, which is so important in Sufi cosmology. It's all about like how we can even know God. And then there's Mawaki al-Nujum, which means the twilight of the stars.
I love that title.
Yeah. Right. And then there's Kitab al-Isra, which details his spiritual ascent, kind of like the Prophet Muhammad's Miraj, that night journey.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so much to explore there.
And it doesn't stop. There's also Rasail ibn al-Arabi, which is like collections of his shorter works in Arabic. But the cool thing is they come with Urdu translations. And you get titles in there like Kitab al-Hujub, al-Jalal wal-Jamal, all sorts of things.
I see. So they're giving you both the original and the translation.
Exactly. And then on top of that, there are standalone books like Anka Maghrib, Kitab al-Tadbrat al-Ilahiyya, Rus al-Quds Famunatat al-Nafs. I mean, the list goes on. And they even have their own edition of Fusas al-Hikam, which is, one of his most famous works.
Wow. So it's like you can really get a sense of the sheer breadth of his writing from all this.
Yeah, exactly. Like whether you're looking for his really long, in-depth works or something a little more focused, they've got you covered. Now, this is amazing for people just starting out, okay? The website offers free PDF articles.
Oh, very cool.
Like, they have commentaries on his Diwan al-Marif in French, which is cool because it gives you a different scholarly perspective. Then there's an article on how Ibn al-Arabi was received in the early Ottoman period. Shows you his historical influence,
Right. How his ideas spread.
Exactly. There's also the preface to Tarjuman al-Ashwaq, an article on the Taj Mahal, hinting at the broader impact of the intellectual world he was part of.
Yeah, seeing those connections.
Plus, there are lists of recently published Arabic works and even a paper on his whole theory of the oneness of existence through divine names. It's like a fantastic way to get a taste of his thought without diving into a whole book right away.
I agree. These free resources are so valuable. They give you a glimpse into how scholars are engaging with his work and with different perspectives and analyses.
For sure. And then finally, to see what's really popular with readers, the website highlights its best-selling titles.
Okay, yeah. I'm curious about that.
So the new Urdu translation of Futuhat al-Makkiyah is up there, obviously. Other favorites include Rasail ibn al-Arabi, Volume 2, and then under Suhail Academy, there's Creativity, Ibn al-Arabi, and the Traditional Islamic Philosophy of Education, The Wisdom of the Prophets, Quest for the Red Sulphur, Sufi Path of Love, and even selections from the Meccan Revelations. So, what does all of this mean for you, the listener? ibnarabibooks.com is like this awesome, easy-to-use entry point into the world of Ibn al-Arabi. Whether you prefer physical books, ebooks, original Arabic, or translations, they've got something for you.
Right.
I mean, this website is such a valuable resource. And when you think about the bigger picture, it really shows how relevant and influential Ibn al-Arabi's ideas still are today.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just look at all the different formats and languages. It points to this really vibrant, ongoing engagement with his work from people all over the world.
Exactly. And so this brings us to a question for you, the listener. After hearing all this, what aspect of Ibn al-Arabi's thought are you most curious about now? Maybe a particular title grabbed your attention or one of those free articles caught your eye.
And here's something to think about. ibnarabibooks.com is like a window into a rich and complex intellectual tradition. Even from our little exploration here, you can see how many ideas there are to uncover. I mean, what kind of insights might you find if you decide to dive in?
That's a great question to leave everyone with. Really appreciate your insights today.
It is my pleasure.
And to all our listeners, thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll see you next time.